So, Bubba, if you and your clone, Bubba, were stuck on an island, what would that be like?
Oh, my God. I don't know. I don't know if I could
You think you'd be able to bamboozle it since you got a couple little years
I don't know
head
if
start?
I could hang out with my own self.
You're making fun of me.
Tolerate you?
I don't know if I could deal with another me.
Woo!
Welcome to the Bubba Army YouTube channel.
Your brachial plexus runs down there, too.
If you get the jugular, is there no saving?
There is, but you have to have good pressure. As soon as you let off pressure, it just bleeds right out. So theoretically, if someone got the jugular and you held pressure, you could tie off the ends and you'd be fine.
But like now, if you're holding the jugular and you're putting pressure on it, but doesn't eventually the pressure will build up and explode the head?
Nope. Nope, doesn't happen that way.
Did your head ever explode?
Like, have you ever got a mosquito? Have you ever got a mosquito that's biting you
and you flex
and you pinch you pinch on either side?
Yeah, that or you flex,
and he can't get out.
Right.
And then he'll pop.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if you might have to wean out the jugular every once in a while. Be like, okay, his eyes are getting a little red. Let's let it out.
You got another one on the other side though, so it'll drain. You have two. You have one on the left, one on the right. So if you just get the left side, the right side's going to take over.
There's two jugs?
There's two jugs.
I might have three or four.
There's actually four. There's internal and external.
My jugs.
You got 4 jugs.
I got fat jugs, so I got 2 more. So
nice jugs.
So, like, Dan,
I got a nice set of jugs.
Is the jugular veins what bring the blood to the head?
No, it brings it back from the head to the heart.
From the brain to the heart.
Yes.
And how much blood does your head use?
A fifth of your body.
Oh, for real?
Wow.
For just my head?
And 10% of the
head.
calories your brain uses. The
Really?
glucose,
A fifth
yeah.
of the blood goes there, and at least 10% of the calories.
Really?
Yeah, brain's a very important organ,
It's a
and
very
it requires
expensive-
a lot of energy to keep going and a lot of oxygen. It's
Is the brain alive?
Yes.
What the hell?
Most of them.
Not by itself.
No, but like what I'm saying, Dan, like,
It's all living tissue.
Is it like if you were to put jumper cables on my brain, would it show a positive reading?
Yes.
I mean,
Well,
like
show a reading. I don't know.
Jumper-
What
just
positive
go
or
in like an
negative, but-
MRI.
How many like like a voltmeter on a car? Like, when your race car, you're trying to run like 16 volts. That's a good stout, it's a good stout machine.
That's a lithium.
Yeah, it's a lithium,
Yeah.
That's what race cars run 16-volt lithium kind of deals, like more voltage. Do smarter people have, like, Dan, are you a 16-volt, whereas I'm kind of like maybe just under a 12?
What am I, a 4?
You're
Just say yes.
You're a 6-volt Marine deal. You're those little ones you put on your lawnmower. You know those little batteries, Blitz, that you have for your lawnmower?
Yeah, the little $20 ones.
Yeah, that's what
you
you
get
are.
replaced every 6 months.
Right. I'm just a standard Sears 12-volt diehard, nothing $99 diehard. And Dan's one of those 16-volt, lithium F1 batteries that cost like $25,000.
Yeah.
Dan, the company that I used to be sponsored by, Braille Batteries, they do batteries for like Indy cars and for like F1 and stuff.
Yeah, those are expensive batteries.
They are.
No, hold on, they're like $40,000.
Yeah, I believe it.
For
Do you
a
know why?
battery.
They weigh nothing.
But they're about literally the size of like
Your fist.
like your cell phone.
Yeah, and they're tiny and they're
Yeah.
super powerful and they weigh nothing.
Right. I
And
I guarantee you, your Ferrari battery just isn't a standard.
No,
yippee-yo.
it's a special battery, and if it gets too low, it's done. If they discharge completely, the battery's
All
gone.
lithiums are like that.
So Dan, does your brain produce some type of measurable electric current?
Yes, and that's what the EEG does. It studies the electrical currents of your brain. So it's more qualitative than quantitative, meaning it's kind of looking at the differences instead of like the absolute values. But there's no question that some people emit more electromagnetic radiation than others. There's no question that some brains use up more calories and have a higher metabolism than others. I imagine my brain has a pretty good metabolism. Maybe that's why I'm skinny.
You just said you had a fat brain.
Yeah, well, my brain, whatever. My
Fat
brain's
brain.
my brain.
It's fat.
You think I got a fat brain?
That's what
I got
Dan
a
said.
fat. You know what? My
think you have a
brain
fat
has
brain.
fat energy.
But
Just like Anna's got low, like small T
the
energy.
brain is filled with fat. I mean, there's a lot of fat in brain.
Fatty acids.
It's fatty acids, and it's a lot of
Now,
lipids in the brain.
Could you be a skinny person with a fat brain? Or
Yes.
the fatter you are, the fatter your brains are. Could you be
Stick
a
with
fat?
2 C's, please.
Could you be a fat guy with a skinny brain? Like, I don't have a lot of fatty stuff in my brain, or is it you're doomed?
I don't think fat's bad for a brain, to be honest. I think it's part of it. Like you said, you
It's
need
just
those
made
fatty
of
acids.
fat.
It's made up of a lot of fat. Nerve
What's
tissue
the
has a lot
size?
of
Have
fat.
you ever held a brain?
Yes.
What's the size of
Oh
a
my
brain?
God.
It's smaller than you think.
You've held. Well, of course.
It's
Mine is.
Well,
it's-
he said that like he's had people that come into the ER with brains out their head. You got to hold them in.
Yeah.
You've seen
What
that?
brain?
Yeah.
Do brains feel like spaghetti like they do in the haunted houses?
No, brain feels like Jello, but
Right.
firm Jello, like Jello with stuff in it.
If you wanted to, could you squish the brain?
Yep.
You know.
With your thumb, you could smash it. Yes, it's soft.
Now, if you smash the guy's little part of his brain and try to stuff it back in, is that brain damage at that point?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not.
That's what Bubba would do.
Have
not
they
good
ever
brain.
have they ever built? Have they ever grown a brain?
No, because it's so complicated as far as the connections are concerned. You know, when they start growing organs, the organs they grow are sort of these like amorphous blobs, and so really
Haven't
complex
they grown a
organs
heart and stuff like that?
They've
Maybe like
grown heart
tissue.
tissue. They've grown liver tissue. They've grown spleen tissue.
Not like a whole
but,
organ.
But it's hard to get a complex organ just to grow.
They're-
And they haven't 3D
That's why
printed it yet.
That's why they want to start cloning Bubba so they can organ harvest.
Right.
So you could just have like another Bubba and then just take what you need as you go.
Right.
What do
Like
you
when your
mean?
knee's bad, take his knee.
Yeah.
Your shoulder's bad, take
Would
his
he be,
shoulder.
would he be
Clone.
alive? Would he be alive?
I
Yeah,
mean,
just keep him in a
Just
cage.
enough.
Just
Like a
hang 'em out
slave. I mean, who
back.
cares? It's not a real
Could he,
person.
could he
Clone
be
another
your,
one.
could he be your friend? Could I go talk to myself? I'd be like,
Yeah,
hey,
until you need his heart.
hey, Bubba, what?
And then freeze him.
I need your heart, buddy. I know I've been hanging out with you for a long time, but
know,
my heart's blowed out. And they
Man,
say,
how long until you guys killed each other?
Oh man,
A day?
my Bubba would try to be getting out of wherever I kept him to try to
I
get
know.
me at all times.
You got to think it's another another exact Bubba.
I'd have to put him somewhere he couldn't get me.
So Bubba, if you and your clone Bubba were stuck on an island, what would that be like?
Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know if I
You
could
think
talk.
you'd be able to
I
bamboozle
don't
it since
know.
you got a couple little years
I don't know
head
if
start?
I could hang out with my own self.
You're making fun of me.
Tolerate you?
I don't know if I could deal with another me.
You absolutely could not. There's
I
no
would
way.
not.
Welcome to our world.
I would be like, "What are you, bitch? You're saying that to me? I'm the one that's
But
supposed.
I'm you.
But you're not. You're the jobber version of me.
No, I'm you.
the boss of me. I'm the first me. We just brought you in there for parts for me.
But it's like
So
your
he's
identical
better than-
twin.
I would go to my Bubba and like have Dan sew his mouth shut or something like that.
That's not nice.
And would my me be, if I wanted to keep him thin, be like, listen, you know what? I had to go through life fat, but I'm going to make you be skinny.
If you had a clone of you, would you?
Come on,
I'd let
Bubba.
him maybe
Imagine Jay had a clone
Hold
and
on,
they were
hold on.
trying a case together.
You
How
let him do
nasty
it.
they'd
Hold on.
be.
Hold on.
I didn't mean to say that.
You let
Yeah,
him do
you did.
No, I did not mean to say that. I just blurted out. But like, what's the big deal? It's
Right.
me doing me.
You'd let him do it to you.
I would be the one that received the action.
Like Lummy?
No. What I'm saying is, if I got a me over there
Okay.
and I'm really horny,
Right.
and there's nothing going on,
Right.
and there's nobody around, I could tell me to do some stuff to me.
You sure
Yeah.
could. No one's
It's
going
just
to tell you one.
masturbation.
Well,
Yeah, at that
it
point,
depends
it's
if
just
you're using
That's
masturbation.
not, that's not what he meant, though.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's what I meant.
No, it's not.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.
I mean, I'd let me blow me. I'd let me. I mean, it's just at that point.
It's not gay if it's
I
you.
wouldn't fuck me, but I would let me blow me.
It's not gay if it's you.
Would you do it? Would you? I'm not even gonna go into it. So if you could like go down yourself, Bubba, you would.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't go down.
I thought every guy's tried.
I wouldn't.
Like Marilyn
Not
Manson.
me.
Isn't that why
but
he
my
took out a
clone. I
rib?
let my clone blow me.
Yeah, because the
I'm
clone
not gonna suck any dick.
Okay.
the clone would know what
But he
Bubba
is.
likes.
He is, but I'm not. But he is, motherfucker.
Morning Alex Landell games.
Alex Landell Games is the shit.
Would you watch me blow myself?